Hey, it's Sam, how's it going? Welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. Either way, it's good to see you here for another video. Today we're going to be looking at Reddit posts of Am I the A-Hole Wedding Edition. So I'll be giving my opinions as to whether I think the person is an a-hole or isn't, but please leave your comments down below with your opinion on whether you think I'm right or not. Anyway, on with the video. So to start with, we're going to read this one, and it's, am I the a-hole for starting my wedding on time? Okay, so from the title, I don't think they are. Like, they've probably obviously put on their invitations like when the wedding's going to start, at what time, and they're going to go with schedule because if they've got other things planned that day, and so it just makes sense to start the wedding on time. Otherwise, what's the point in having a starting time? So it says, my parents are late for everything. They were late for everything while I grew up, and they refuse to care about being late. They do not care how disrespectful it is to everyone else. My older siblings have adjusted to this by planning all kinds of slack into their schedule. Our parents showed up late to both of their weddings, but had been accounted for, so they were able to participate in the weddings as planned. The same goes for family get-togethers that are hosted by anyone other than my parents. My siblings plan for them to be late. Okay, so it seems like the parents are the problem here. Like, if you're going to your child's wedding, be on time. It's not hard. Just get up earlier. Get ready. Plan things out the night before. Get your outfit ready the night before. You know? It's not hard. Goes on to say, I went the other way. When my parents were late for my high school graduation, I told them that I would never wait for them for any event that I had power over, and I have held to that. When my wife and I hosted our first Thanksgiving after we bought our home, we started eating on time. My parents showed up late after visiting with other family and were surprised to see us all laying around in Ripton comas. Oh, that's funny, that is. Okay, it's time they started doing their own things rather than just having to rely on the parents and whether they're going to be on time or not. It's bad. I haven't forgot about you guys. It goes on to say, my wife and I got married last weekend and the ceremony went perfectly. Other than my mother not being involved in the candle lighting, my older sister was my backup. My parents showed up three-quarters of the way through the ceremony and ended up sitting at the back of the church. They kept everything in during the receiving line and the formals, but they let me have it afterwards and before the reception. They were very disappointed that they did not get to participate in the ceremony and that they missed so much of it. I was ready for this. I had one of my friends waiting, and he took the pictures when they were entering the church and sitting down at the back. He sent me the pictures as a text and as an email. Okay, so the parents are the problem, not the person who wrote this. Like, it is bad. Like, if you don't want to miss out on anything, turn up on time. Like, it can't be hard to just, if you care about your kids that much, just show up on time, you know? Anyway, I asked my parents to show me their invitations. They did not have it with them, so I pulled out the one I had ready for this. I showed them the time on the invitation. I asked them what time they showed up. They said they were only 5 minutes late and that I was an a-hole for not waiting. I suppose at least their child had it all planned out as to how they were going to deal with this situation, because I bet that took a lot of pressure off from their actual wedding day. I pulled up my text messages and my email. Both provided a timestamp of when they showed up 35 minutes late. They said that if I knew they were going to be late, that I should have planned for it like my siblings. I told them that I had not put up with their BS since I graduated from high school, and why they thought I would start now almost 15 years later. I told them that my siblings could coddle them all they wanted, but to enjoy their time with me, they had better learn to be punctual. They said that I was disrespectful, and if I did not like their behaviour, that was entirely my problem. I agreed and said I would be handling all my time with them the exact same way. So to me it just sounds like the parents are the problem here, because your child is getting married and clearly they don't have good time punctuality. It's not the child's fault. It said on the invitation one time. It's not their fault. They don't have to plan for their parents being late. Believe it or not, their parents are adults. Like, adults who have a watch, who have a phone, who can tell the time. It's not hard. So, definitely not the a-hole in this situation. So the next one is this mouse. This mouse, if you don't touch it after a while, it just goes to sleep. Anyway, the next one is, am I the a-hole for last minute declining to go to a friend's wedding that is dry on New Year's Eve? Probably. Like, that's just by the title alone, you are definitely in the wrong. They're clearly not going to be your friend after this. It's a one-time event. Your friend is getting married. There's nothing else to say just by the title. Baffles me. So it says, move that out of the way. In fact. Okay, so, oops. Some things. So it goes on to say, my buddy, 33 male, is getting married to a girl that our friend group is not in love with. Oh well. You're not the one that's getting married to her, are you now? So, deal with it. He loves her, though, so... They need to add a comma. He loves her, though, so we support him. Which, yes, you should support your friend. I need to stop moving away from the mic. You need to support your friend in these decisions. Like, it's not even your decision, it's your friend's. If a friend loves someone, so be it. If you don't, you're not getting married to that person. Deal with it. Let's carry on. We have known for months this was a New Year's Eve wedding. I RSVP'd, yes, months ago, with my wife. Several friends and I operated under the assumption that there would be booze at the wedding, especially considering it is on New Year's Eve. Well, I found out yesterday that it is a dry wedding turns out it's because of his fiancée and her family. And, like, it's just one night of the year. I get it's New Year's Eve, but go to the wedding, and then New Year's Day, drink that night, you know? It's not hard. A wedding is a wedding. New Year's Eve happens, believe it or not, every year. A wedding with these two people happens once. Once in a lifetime. They are getting married. Let's carry on. I asked my wife if she knew this and said no and was annoyed. I texted the groom buddy and asked. He confirmed this. I told him this is something you should have told us a long time ago. I told him that my wife and I wouldn't be going. We want to spend the night drinking. You know what you sound like to me? You sound like an alcoholic. Like, it's just one night of the year. It's not that big of a problem, is it? Is it? Is it though? I don't think it is, personally. I'm not a heavy drinker. Like, I don't really drink. I have got a Coppersberg, but this has been on my desk for months. Unopened, untouched. Don't know when it'll ever be drunk. Anyway, well, let's carry on. I texted the rest of my friends about this, and oh boy, the group chat went off. This led to several more people backing out. This is not how a bunch of us expected to spend New Year's Eve. That was a mouthful. Glad I don't have to read that bit again. I told him that wife and I've just started at the wrong place. Really, the only ones that didn't back out are the 4 members of our 12-person group that are in the wedding. Groom buddy reached out to me and went off. Pretty much, he is now overspending on catering. He's having 20-ish less guests show up than planned, and this is all last minute. I've been called an a-hole among other things for leading the charge in people not going to the wedding. Am I the a-hole? Okay, so my opinion. So personally, yes, you are the a-hole. There's not really much else to say because you had a problem with the drinking situation. You then got other people involved, and now they're like, there's barely anyone going to the wedding compared to what they want. So yes, you are the a-hole. There's not really much else to say, but personally, like I said, it's one night of the year. You can go and get drunk. Night before, night after. Just not the night of, you know? Deal with it. Fair enough, it's New Year's Eve. Or, just leave a little bit earlier. Go to the pub on your way home. Get drunk there. Or, just leave a bit earlier, go straight home. There's ways around it. You didn't have to cancel on your friend. So I feel sorry for the person whose wedding it is, because they've probably lost out on what they thought was a good group of friends. Clearly they'll probably only stay friends with the 4 people that turned up, and the people that didn't turn up, you probably won't be talking to them again, alright? So, friends, if you enjoyed my video, please like, subscribe, and comment your opinions down below. It would be very much grateful for gaining new followers. If you have any suggestions for future videos, or you just want to leave your opinions because you're allowed to be different to me, You're allowed to have the same opinion as me. Totally up to you. Just leave them in the comments down below, you know? But keep striding until I see you in the next video. Bye! I can't seem to find my next one. Whilst this loads, leave your comments down. What I was meant to say was leave your opinions down in the comment section. Do you like my microphone? It lights up. How cool is that? Oh, I hope after all this I have actually pressed record. I have, look. I have pressed record. Imagine if I hadn't pressed record. That would be interesting.